Welcome everyone in my YouTube channel. I am Anil Patil from Sri Lakshmi Vidyalaya Junior College, Asur Khurd. Student, today I am going to present before you one beautiful poem, that is Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu. Students, you are very familiar with the name Sarojini Naidu. Now, let's see some interesting fact about Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was a political activist, feminist, and the first Indian woman who became the president of Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. So, Sarojini Naidu was political activist. सरोजिनी नायडू ह्या राजकारणामध्ये एक सक्रिय सहभाग घेतलेल्या व्यक्ती होत्या. त्या फेमिनिस्ट होत्या, म्हणजेच त्या स्त्रीवादी होत्या. स्त्रियांच्या समान हक्कांचा पुरस्कार करणाऱ्या व्यक्तींना आपण फेमिनिस्ट म्हणतो. अँड द फर्स्ट इंडियन वुमन, आणि त्या पहिल्या भारतीय स्त्रिया होत्या की ज्या भारतीय राष्ट्रीय काँग्रेसच्या पहिल्या महिला अध्यक्ष होत्या. शी वॉज एन इम्पॉर्टंट फिगर इन इंडियाज स्ट्रगल फॉर इंडिपेंडन्स. म्हणजेच भारतीय स्वातंत्र्य लढ्यामध्ये त्यांनी एक महत्त्वाची अशी भूमिका बजावली होती. सरोजिनी नायडूज work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. Here sobriquet means nickname. In Marathi टोपण नाव. त्यांना भारताच्या नाइटिंगेल म्हणतात. म्हणजेच the name Nightingale is given to Sarojini Naidu by Mahatma Gandhi because of her poetry. It has lyrical quality. In her poetry, it has lyrical quality. So, she is called as Nightingale of India. Indian Weavers is a short poem where the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. Each stanza of the poem represents the three important events of human life, that are birth means childhood, adulthood means young, and death means old. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. So, the poem is very short. इथे कविता अत्यंत लहान आहे. या कवितेमध्ये the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. इथे भारतीय विणकर हे तीन प्रकारची वस्त्रे ही दिवसातील विशिष्ट तीन अशा वेळी विणत आहेत. Each stanza of the poem represents the three important events of human life. आणि ह्या कवितेतील प्रत्येक कडव्यामध्ये माणसाच्या आयुष्यातील तीन महत्त्वाचे प्रसंग किंवा स्टेजेस सांगितलेल्या आहेत. ते आहेत, म्हणजेच इथे माणसाच्या जीवनातील तीन अवस्था सांगितल्या आहेत. त्या म्हणजे बर्थ मीन्स चाइल्डहुड, बालपण ॲडल्टहुड, तारुण्य यंग, डेथ ओल्ड म्हणजे बालपण, तारुण्य आणि वृद्धावस्था. These are 3 events of human life is described in each stanza by the poetess. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. There are 3 colors which are mentioned in the poem, and these colors are very significant because these colors indicate the moods of the poet, moods of the viewers. या कवितेमध्ये 3 प्रकारचे रंग दिलेले आहेत. प्रत्येक स्टांजामध्ये वेगळा रंग आहे आणि तो रंग महत्त्वाचा आहे कारण तो रंग प्रत्येक कडव्याचा त्या व्ह्यूअरचा मूड दर्शवतो. Now let us see the poem. I will read first lines of the poem and then I will explain it. Weavers weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Weavers weaving at break of day, why do we weave a garment so gay? Weavers means winker. Weaving at break of day. Break of day means early in the morning, sunrise or dawn. So weavers start weaving early in the morning. भल्या पहाटे विणकर हे वस्त्र विणायला सुरुवात करत आहेत. Why do you weave a garment so gay? The poetess asks a question. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Garment means vastra. So gay means very appealing. The poetess is asking a question to the weavers. Why are you weaving early in the morning in happy mood? हे विणकरांनो, भल्या पहाटे अत्यंत आनंदी मनाने तुम्ही वस्त्र काय विणत आहात? जे वस्त्र कसे बघा, ब्ल्यू निळ्या रंगाचे आहे. ॲज द विंग ऑफ हेल्सियन वाइल्ड. हेल्सियन मीन्स अ बर्ड. हेल्सियन मीन्स अ बर्ड. किंगफिशर. Wild means free. Kingfisher is free. So the poetess is saying that weavers, you are weaving blue color of garment which is like the wing of Halcyon wild. Here first the blue colors indicate happy mood of the viewers. Secondly, the cloth, blue cloth is directly compared with the blue wing of kingfisher. म्हणजेच इथे निळ्या वस्त्राची तुलना ही किंगफिशरच्या पंखाशी केलेली आहे. The blue color of the garment is directly compared with the wings of kingfisher. So the figure of speech here is simile. Then the weavers give answer. We weave the ropes. Ropes means dress of a newborn child. The weaver give answer. They are weaving the ropes of a newborn child. आम्ही नुकत्याच जन्मलेल्या लहान बाळासाठी अंगरखा किंवा त्याचा ड्रेस विणत आहे. Here in the first stanza the birth of human life is highlighted. So the first stanza indicate the birth of human life. We all know that we all celebrate the birth of child. So the viewers are in happy mood. They are preparing garment for newborn child. Now let us see another stanza of the poem. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Now weavers weaving at fall of night means evening. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Here the poet is asked the question to the weavers. At the fall of day, the weavers are weaving the cloth which are bright, which are so bright. Bright means तेजस्वी. तुम्ही येथे अत्यंत तेजस्वी असे वस्त्र का विणत आहात? तुम्ही अत्यंत तेजस्वी असे वस्त्र का विणत आहात? So fall of night means here संध्याकाळ. Like the plumes of peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. The weaver are weaving. The poet says that you are weaving cloth at fall of night. The color of cloth is purple and green, and you are weaving the garment which are like plumes. Plumes means feathers of a bird. Which bird? Peacock. तुम्ही जे वस्त्र विणत आहात ते वस्त्राचा रंग कसा आहे की मोरपंखी आहे. Means purple and green. So here the cloth which is purple and green is directly compared with the feather of peacock. इथे वस्त्र कसे आहे बघा, जे जांभळे आणि हिरवे आहे याची तुलना मोराच्या पंखाशी केलेली आहे. So the poetess asked question, you are weaving in evening and you are weaving a cloth which is like plumes of a peacock which is purple and green. Here the color purple and green also indicate the happy mood of the weavers. Then the weavers give answer to the poetess question. We weave the marriage veil of a queen. Here marriage veils means a type of cloth which is specially used to cover face at the time of marriage. म्हणजेच एक प्रकार त्याला म्हणतात चुनरी, की जी विशेषतः वधू ही आपला चेहरा झाकण्यासाठी वापरते. मॅरेज व्हील्स मीन्स स्पेशली यूज्ड टू कवर फेस. त्याला हिंदीमध्ये म्हणतात चुनरी. सो द वीवर्स आर answering, we are weaving now marriage veils for a queen. आम्ही राणीच्या लग्नासाठी इथे चुनरी विणत आहोत. So here the marriage means adulthood. The adulthood of human life is mentioned. Now we are going to discuss the last stanza of the poem. Weavers weaving solemn and still. Here solemn means serious. Now in first two stanzas the weavers are happy. They are weaving garments in happy mood. But here weavers are solemn means serious. Still means silent, motionless. They are weaving. Their mood is serious. They are silent. So weavers are weaving in here different mood. The poetess asks question, why do you weave in moonlight chill? Moonlight chill means extreme cold. Chill means extreme cold. इथे चांदण्याचा प्रकाश आहे, पण कशी आहे चांदणे ते भयानक अशी थंडी, बोचरी थंडी पडली आहे. आणि अशा बोचऱ्या थंडीमध्ये तुम्ही अत्यंत सिरियस, अत्यंत निशब्द आणि सायलेंट स्टील असे तुम्ही काय विणत आहात, काय विणत आहात. So here the poetess asks a question. Now you are weaving very seriously, you are still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? In chilling moonlight, what are you weaving? White as a feather and white as a cloud. So you are weaving a garment which is as whiter as feather, which is as whiter as cloud. तुम्ही जे वस्त्र विणत आहात ते कसे वस्त्र आहे, पांढऱ्या शुभ्र अशा पक्ष्याच्या पंखाप्रमाणे आहे, पांढऱ्या शुभ्र अशा ढगासारखे आहे. सो हियर द क्लॉथ, white cloth are directly compared with the whiteness of feather and the whiteness of cloud. Then the viewers give answer, we view a dead man's funeral shroud. Now suddenly the mood of the poem is changed. We are weaving the dead man's funeral shroud. The shroud here means white cloth for a dead body. याला मराठीमध्ये म्हणतात कफन. आम्ही इथे मृत माणसाच्या शरीरासाठी कफन विणत आहोत. We are weaving white cloth for dead man's funeral. Funeral means here antividhi. Suddenly, in the third stanza, indicate the old age or the death of human life. So, we discussed three colors. The first color was blue. The second color was purple and green. The third color is white. So these three colors indicates three different stages of human life. Now let us see the theme of the poem. We have discussed the poem. The theme of the poem is highlighted by the poetess. The poetess describes 3 stages of human life, that are birth means childhood, marriage means adulthood, death means old age, in 3 different stanzas. So 3 stanzas depict 3 stages of human life: childhood, adulthood, old age, with the help of 3 different colors, 3 moods and 3 different garments. So here माणसाचे बालपण, माणसाचे तारुण्य आणि मनुष्याची वृद्धावस्था म्हणजे मृत्यू हा 3 कलरमध्ये, 3 मूडमध्ये आणि वेगवेगळ्या 3 गारमेंटमध्ये दाखवलेला आहे. The poetess talks about 3 different types of garments that are prepared at 3 particular times of a day for 3 particular events in human life. So we can say viewers are preparing 3 different types of garments that is used at the time of birth, that is used at the time of marriage, that is used at the time of death. So theme of the poem is cycle of life. जीवनाचे चक्र ही कविता दाखवते. Then let us see style of the poem. The poem is written in question answer pattern. The poem is written in conversation tone between the poetess and writer. The poem is written in form of questions and answer. ही कविता प्रश्न आणि उत्तरे या स्वरूपात लिहिलेली आहे. The poetess asks 3 questions and the viewers give answers to the questions asked by the poetess. So the style is very simple. Now let us see the language of the poem. The language is very simple. The poem is short. The poem contains 3 stanzas and each stanza contains only 4 lines. There is figurative language used by the poetess. So though the language is simple, but the meaning of the poem is depth. The 3 stages in simple language is described by the poetess. Now let us see the poetic device of the poem. Though the poem is very simple language, there are 2 main figures of speech which is used by the poetess, that are simile and alliteration. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, B in every stanza. The poem is beautifully present imagery and the world picture of Indian viewers. Here the labor of Indian viewers is highlighted. Now students, we have discussed the poem. I hope you will like my video. I again request you, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.